Coach Jane Alukonis. We'll start with Kevin Baxter in the back
Thanks for your
here.
time. Looks like all you guys got a whole new wardrobe. New hats, new shirts, everything.
Yeah, we told them this morning, like, you have to picture the ball going in the back of the net, and then you have to picture the t-shirt. It's going to be too big, it's not going to fit, and the hats are a little, like, bulky, but just picture yourself putting it on. So this morning we actually visualized that as a team together.
Speaking of picturing things, you and I talked earlier this week about your long history in the Pac-12, and you were hired at USC to win a conference championship, and you did, but it's in the Big Ten. I mean, have you made your peace with that yet? It still seems so different to say USC Pac-10 champions.
Yeah, I mean, the Big Ten is 18 teams, so truthfully, when I first looked at it, I was like, dang, it's going to be actually twice as hard to win. So I'm very happy with this. I'm just, really proud of the players, over the moon, just going to enjoy this day. So, like, a Pac-12 would have been nice as well. I have won some of those as well, but the Big Ten to me is so much bigger and more competitive. So very, very happy. And it was special to us because it's the first one for our university. So we knew, like, we had to come out and get it and make sure we give back to the school. That gives a lot to us.
Thank you.
Mia?
Yeah. You just mentioned to give back to the school that gave a lot to you guys. Can you talk about what that means to have USC Athletics behind you? I mean, you guys have played here, you just played at BMO. You're kind of being treated as a professional team right now, so how does that make you feel?
Yeah, that's what we always echo, and Miley stated that as well. So we're like, you women want to be pros, we're going to treat you like pros. So if you're looking a little sleepy in film, we're going to call you out on it and be like, if you're in the pro environment, that's not how you carry yourself. USC has treated us like pros since the day I got here. Every little and big gesture we're so grateful for. And there's no other school in the country that I know of that will put a team up in two of the best stadiums, not just in LA, but in the whole United States. So like they were saying, I hope that they feel like pros, and those two that just spoke, soon to be pros, and just to be able to play on a level that they maybe weren't sure before that they could reach.
Awesome. Earlier this season, Coach, you said that you guys weren't looking ahead at any of your games. Like, you didn't even have your cup that you usually do. Now that you've kind of completed the regular season, what are your reflections on this great season that you guys have had?
Our AD yesterday was like, make sure you celebrate the wins. Make sure you understand you guys have accomplished a lot. And I want the team to feel that as well. Typical coach fashion, I was like, today we can have fun. Today I'm going to have a great day, me and Coach Sugar. But starting tomorrow, it's back to business. So we look at 1/3 of the season being over. Now we have the championship segment within the Big Ten, and then we have another championship segment. So it's great that we did so well in the first bit, but we have a lot more that we're hungry for that we want to accomplish.
Awesome.
Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
So after the conference championship, this is now 3 consecutive ranked wins and just a dominant regular season. What do you think the team is capable of going into the Big Ten tournament and the NCAA tournament?
I think we can go as far as we push ourselves, and as far as we dig deep, and everybody takes care of themselves, does the right things, continue to act like elite soccer players, and just making sure we stick to what we like to do and what we know we can do, because soccer is a game that can be emotional. So it's we like to dominate, we like to have the ball, we like to be ourselves, we like to be Trojans with the fighting spirit when we don't have it. And as long as we stick to what we're trying to do, what we like to do, and we're relentless in that, then I think the team can go extremely far.
UCLA, obviously, another really good team. They put up a good fight today. But as they're the number 2 team in the Big Ten, there's definitely still that relatively likely chance you're going to see them again come the tournament. What are you looking forward to with that matchup? And do you think you guys can repeat this performance tonight and beat them again?
Yeah, I thought we played really well today. There were bits, I would say, that maybe they had a little more control, but I would say for the majority of time I was pleased with how we played. Maybe we'll see them again, maybe we won't, but we always love a good competition for us, playing against another team that plays possession-based, nice style of soccer, I think is more fun. So they're going to have opportunities, we're going to have our opportunities. It's just a matter on some days who puts them away. So if we do see them again, we'll look forward to it.
You guys talked about how you this is the first outright championship for USC. So what do you think was like the success to get you over that hump you guys have? Your two leading scorers right now are transfers, so could it have been that? Or I know you guys have had a lot of coaching changes since you've been here as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I have the best staff in the world, and I love them a lot. The transfers, I think every last one of them was a very positive influence on our environment and also our soccer. But I think really what it comes down to was our seniors and their determination. So the seniors that are here, they've been here throughout a coaching change, throughout being on the other side of what we saw today. And I think starting the beginning of this year, even last spring, they were determined to make sure that we came out on top.
And you also used to be the assistant coach at UCLA, so how's that going up against your old team?
This will actually be the last year, I think, that there's players there that I coached, and maybe next year there'll be some that I helped recruit. But like it's actually a very positive dynamic between their players, our players. We just finished talking to Marg and her staff, so it's really cool. Like, we all know that our team's very good, their team's very good, and all of us as staff are going to do our best to keep pushing the game forward, and both have excellent programs that compete all the time.
You guys kept your attack on in the second half. Was that a conversation that you had with the team, or did they just continue to go out there and really push at UCLA through the second half?
For us, like, we could go and get a second goal, and that would put us in an even better spot. And the more that we can pin them in their own half, like, thinking basically like they're far from our goal. So we didn't have any conversation of like, let's kill the game, let's sit in, let's just sit in a low block. We could have done that, but we prefer and we think it's more effective how we like to do it, which is keep it, continuing to play our game, put our foot on the gas. And we did have a little bit of a buffer because we knew we could win or tie. So being up by one, a little bit almost felt like you're up by two. So we wanted our team to just keep the foot on the gas and pin them.
Awesome, thank you.
If you could pinpoint one element of the team, whether that's culture or anything about the performances that's led to your success this season, what would that be?
Just the grit and determination. Not to repeat, but like the senior class, I think knowing that it's their last lap around, like they're literally doing every little marginal gain. And we've given each of them a little like leadership role. For instance, someone might be in charge of hydration. So they're looking out to make sure that their teammates are hydrated, making sure that they have the fuel and whatever they need. So someone's like in charge of lateness, tardiness. Someone else is making sure that people are off of their cell phone. So it might sound a little cheesy, but just making sure that those seniors come together, hold us together really tightly, and they help the leadership in the environment, which I think all of these little things contribute to success.
Just,
One more for
yeah,
Coach?
last one.
Okay.
I'll ask you the same question I ask your players. What does this mean for women's sports?
It's so cool, like the environment that was out there, the bands, even just getting to wear the t-shirt and these interviews, like it's very, very cool. And for them, like Brooklyn and Miley, to feel empowered, like, wow, we're treated like this. Like, we're pros, women are pros. I was actually talking to like an 8-year-old just after the game, and she said she wanted to be a coach. And I was like, that's really cool, because you can see female coaches, you can see female players. And for our players, like, I couldn't be more happy that their opportunities as seniors are so different than what mine was as a senior, and I'm not that old. So it's been super fun, and I know one thing that I was thinking when these women were speaking was we watched some other female sports within our school like win championships, go really far in the tournament last spring, and I think that also helped ignite us. So, and with social media and all the stuff that you all do to help promote, we really appreciate.